I'm going to show you this tool called Flippity, which is making creating classroom tools easier than ever. So to access this tool, you just go to flippity.net. Once you're there, you can see a wide range of different products you can create. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples of ways you can use this in your classroom. So one way is you can use it as a warm-up. So my students really like to answer corny jokes, and I really like to tell them corny jokes. So on Monday, I might give them a joke with a warm-up that takes them to a scavenger hunt. So these scavenger hunts are neat. You click on the lock, it gives you a question, and if you need a hint, you can tell it you want a hint, and then type in your answer, and it unlocks the lock. So the students have to type in all of the answers and unlock all of the locks. And so it might be that they have to get out their notes or ask a friend or Google it or something, but either way they're having to find these answers to these questions. You can even program it, like on this question I said that the students can type in anything they want to, they just have to answer that question. And now all of the locks are unlocked. And so when they're done, it tells them this word. This is their done message. And so each day they would get a new done message. They would record that on their warm-up sheet, and then at the end of the week they would have the answer to the joke, why did teenagers travel in groups of 3 or 5? And the answer is because they can't even. Ha 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 ha. You could also have the kids screenshot their end result here and turn that into you so that you know that they finished it. Another thing that I really like on Flippity is the quiz show review. So I've created one that goes through all of Algebra 1. This would be a really good tool to use as an end of year review before the end of course exam. So you divide your class into 4 teams and they can take turns picking the questions. So they click a question, and I would have the students do these on whiteboards and go around and actually check the answers as they finished up. You can display the answer to the whole class, and then you just go through and tell which teams got it correct or incorrect. And when you go back out to the main screen, it's kept score for you. So it actually awards points for correct answers and penalizes for incorrect answers. And so you could keep doing that. And it's going to it's going to outline it in the team that answered it first. So it's another way you could do that. So let's see, how do we create using Flippity? It's actually really simple. Go to the website, flippity.net, pick which one you're interested in. So let's say you really wanted to make a word search. And so we can see the demo, and this is actually, these are capitals, and you're looking for the country that it's a capital of. So for instance, Lima is the capital of Peru, so we would be looking for Peru. However, you cannot play these online. These are meant to be printed, not played online. So you would have to print these out. We can see Peru right here, but we would have to print that out for our students. So we've decided we want to make one of these word searches. Click on instructions, walks us through step by step how to do that. And then we can also go to template. It's going to prompt you to make a copy of this template, and it's going to automatically save it to your Google Drive. And then these are your words and these are your clues. So if I wanted the word quadratic, I could say degree 2 polynomial. Could put solutions, another word for x-intercepts, a cubic, degree 3 polynomial, and then we'll go vertex, minimum or maximum of graphed function. So let's say that I don't want to use all of these boxes they have filled in. I can just delete those. you can change anything on this sheet except for those blue boxes. You have to keep those the same. So once you have all of your clues and things done, you click on File and you publish to the web. Click Publish, tell it that you do want to do that, and then you are going to go to Get the Link Here, and this is the link that you'll actually share with your students. When they click on that, it takes them to your word search. So degree 2 polynomial was a quadratic, so I'd be looking for quadratic in here. Now you could have your students open this up and screenshot it onto their iPads, and then you could have them actually circle the words. Now on their iPads, when they screenshot it, it gives them the option to doodle on that picture, so they can actually circle those words, email that right to you. So you don't have to print this out. There are ways to do it digitally, but you could print it out if you wanted to. I wanted to show you the sheets for the two projects I showed you earlier. So this was my scavenger hunt that I gave you for the warm-up. So here's the clues and the hints if you wanted to give a hint, and then the answers. Remember on that last question, I allowed the students to answer whatever they wanted to. You just put an asterisk over here in the answer column, and that's how you tell the sheet that you want them to be able to answer whatever. And then for my review game show, this is what that sheet looks like. So remember, you can edit anything except for these blue boxes. There's 6 categories, a final question, and then there's 5 questions in each category. And again, once you've published it, click Get the Link, and then there's your link to share that with your students. Okay, so lastly, if you would like more information, there's a great video out there that just gives you a little bit more information about Flippity. And if you want to pause the video now and go to this bit.ly website, I've given you the shortened URL for another wonderful tutorial video. I hope that this video gave you enough information to get you started on Flippity. It is a wonderful tool.